very difficult time. I don't know about you all. You're not the judge. I'm not the judge of what the Grosse Pointe Park Police Department and the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office does. I have nothing but the highest respect for Kim Worthy, the Wayne County Prosecutor. Thank God we're in Wayne County and not in Oakland County. And I have nothing but the highest respect for Chief David Hiller. The interesting question to be asked today is to be asked of the Grosse Pointe Park Police Department. What do we do with Joe? What do we do with Joe today? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I think they're in a very tenuous position as to what they do. I will remind you, the first day's headlines when Joe came in was new witness sheds light. I think that's an exact quote of one of the papers, sheds light on the Bashara case. Joe has done everything but shed light on the case. Joe has told, by my last count, 6 different stories. All of them contradict each other. He's probably confessed to a life felony. He has no lawyer. We have women in the community applauding the fact that he's in custody and hoping he isn't released from custody. And I'll remind you once again that it was Bob Bashara who brought Joe's name to the Grosse Pointe Park Police Department before Joe ever showed up. So Joe seems to be a proponent of the theory that the best defense is a good offense. And you get a follow-up question on that one.
I'll pay after the election.
All right.
Where do you stand this morning on whether charges are coming against your client?
I hope that there will be no charges coming against my client. And even with I have nothing. There's no prosecutor in the country that I have higher respect for than Kim Worthy. But I've also found something. When I walk into a courtroom for the sentencing of a client, the client has usually asked me beforehand, Dave, what do you think is going to happen? And if I told the client that I think you're going to get 2 years, if we walk into the courtroom and there's a single TV, and I'm talking about state court, not federal court now, because state court judges are elected, federal court judges are not. But when I walk into a state courtroom on date of sentencing and I see the media assembled, whatever the estimate was that I gave my client, say 2 years, I turn to my client and I whisper, it just went up to 4. Now, that remark can be taken in a number of ways. I'm offering it in both a positive fashion and a negative fashion to the media. I think we need to have transparency in the criminal justice system. I think that transparency that the media brings to the criminal justice system is what makes our system of justice what it is today, the best in the world. But the other side of that coin is, when you've got elected judges who know they're going to have to face elections soon and know there's somebody out there that wants to run against them, as soon as they see you all there in that courtroom, the sentence doubles, because they don't want that person who's out there who's going to run against them to make the lead paragraph of their literature, so-and-so is soft on crime. So you serve a wonderful purpose as a general rule, but in some specific cases, justice doesn't get done because you're there and a judge is more concerned about getting reelected than doing what's right. Did that answer the question at all? And if it didn't, I'll give you another shot and I'll try to stay on track this time.
Okay, what about charges against Joe?
I would be shocked if charges aren't coming against Joe today. How can you on one day say that we've got a star witness who sheds new light on this case, and then the next day, after holding him for 72 hours, after hearing one story after another, all of them contradictory, how can you just let him go? So if I had to bet on it today, but keep in mind I bet on the Lions to go to the Super Bowl this year, if I had to bet on it today, I think he gets charged.